morning, students. Get ready for our online science class. So we are in the chapter 5. Name of the chapter, plant reproduction. In our previous class we already learned the fertilization and seed structure. So I'm going to tell you the main points of fertilization. I think you all read this part of the chapter. Fertilization in plants is carried out by the male and female reproductive parts of a plant. Male part stamen and female part pistil. Pollen tube containing male cells move into the ovule and form the zygote. Process of fusion of the male and female cell is called fertilization. After fertilization, the ovule finally forms the seeds and the ovary forms the fruit. Some fruits have only one ovule in their ovary. Just for example, mango, lychee, avocado, etc. So they have only one seed, and some fruits have many ovules in their ovary, so have many seeds in their fruit, like orange, papaya, etc. And seed structure. A seed has an outer covering called seed coat, and micropyle is a tiny pore on seed coat which allows water to enter the embryo before germination. Inside the seed coat, there are small seed leaves called cotyledons. Seeds contain only one cotyledon. Seeds which seeds contain only one cotyledon are called as monocotyledonous. That example is corn, etc. And some seeds contain two cotyledons and called dicotyledonous. Example, pulses, kidney beans, etc. Inside cotyledon lies the embryo. What is embryo? Embryo is the baby plant. It has a radicle and a plumule. What is radicle? Remember, yes, radicle develops into root system and the plumule develops into shoot system. Now, today I'll discuss the germination of seeds. Okay, so let us start our today's part, germination of seeds. Actually, germination is a process by which a seed becomes a seedling or a young plant. The conditions needed for germination may not be suitable at all times. When a seed grows into a seedling, it is germination. The embryo or the baby plant is within the seed. The embryo or baby plant within the seed. It is protected by the seed coat. Here is the seed coat. Here are two parts of seed coat and the embryo. The baby plant has a baby shoot called as plumule and a baby root radicle. It is baby shoot, plumule. This part is radicle, plumule and radicle. Shoot and root part. This embryo has two parts, shoot and root part. Shoot part is called plumule and root part is called radicle. The root of the embryo pushes the seed coat and it is divided into two parts. As the root part pushes the seed coat, it divides into two parts. It grows down into the soil. Just look, it grows down into the soil, into the moist soil. Seed in moist soil. Here it is written here, seed in moist soil. Okay. It grows down into the soil and forms the root. The plumule is pulled upward. Here it is root part, and the plumule, it is radicle. Radicle is root part. It pushed into the soil, and the plumule here above the ground. It grows above the ground. It is plumule and radicle, root part and shoot part. The plumule is pulled upward. The baby plants start coming out of the cotyledons. Baby plant starts come out of the cotyledons. The stem grows longer. Look, the stem grows longer and the leaves appear first. Here the leaves appear first. It comes out of the ground and the leaves, tiny leaves, appear first. When the leaves develop completely, the cotyledons fall off. Then when the leaves develop completely, the cotyledons then fall off. Later, the branches, buds, flowers and fruits appear. The process of germination is thus completed. This is total process is called germination. Necessary conditions required for the germination of seeds are appropriate amounts of warmth and sunlight. Without sunlight, it can't be possible. Germination not possible without sunlight. Appropriate amounts of warmth and sunlight is the first point. Next, rich and fertile soil. Rich and fertile soil is the second need. And third need is appropriate amount of water. Without moist soil, our seed can't be germinated. And appropriate amount of fresh air. The state is oxygen. Oxygen is very much necessary for germination. The seed will germinate if the conditions are right. If these four conditions are right, then the seeds only can be germinated. The seed absorbs water, due to which the seed coat becomes soft and eventually breaks off. First, you look at the first stage. When the seed absorbs water, then the seed becomes soft and breaks off, and then the embryo comes out. The baby plant begins to grow inside the seed. The root appears first and then the shoot begins to grow. The root appears first and then the shoot begins to grow. Okay? You must know that there are some seeds that need cold temperatures to break down the seed coat. Breakdown of seed coat is the most necessary thing. And there are some seeds that need cold temperatures to break down. This is called stratification. Remember, this is called stratification. When some seeds need cold temperatures to break down the seed coat, that is called stratification. Okay? Now I am telling you, you can do this in your home too. You can try this to just watch how the germination comes into. Take 4 test tubes A, B, C and D. You can take 4 bottles also. There are, in our house there are many waste bottles. Obviously they should be glass bottles. Take 4 bottles and put 10 bean seeds. Bean seeds, it may be gram seeds. Put 10 bean seeds or gram seeds in each container, in each bottle. Maintain conditions as per the given table and image. Okay, so test tubes A, B, C, D. Conditions for test tube A or bottle A: water, oxygen and suitable temperature. And bottle B: oxygen, suitable temperature and no water, without water. C: water, suitable temperature but no oxygen. And D: water, oxygen and low temperature. A, B, C: put A, B, C bottle in room temperature and D in refrigerator. Then what will be the result? All the seeds germinate. From the bottle A, all the seeds germinate because they get the water, oxygen and suitable temperature. And in bottle B, oxygen, there was oxygen, suitable temperature, but no water, no seeds germinates for that. As there was no water, no seeds germinates. Water, suitable temperature, but no oxygen, no seed germinates. Without oxygen, seed cannot be germinated. And water, oxygen and low temperature, very few seeds germinates. Next, what it shows, what it proves. When water, oxygen and suitable temperature, all the positive atmosphere are there, then all the seeds germinate, and it proves that water, oxygen and warmth are the required conditions for germination of seeds. And B, when oxygen, suitable temperature, but there was no water, then no seed germinates. It proves that dry seeds do not germinate at all. Without water, no germination is completed. Next, water, suitable temperature, but no oxygen. There is also no seed germinates. That means seeds do not germinate in the absence of fresh air. And in case of D, very few seeds germinate when water, oxygen and temperature, but temperature is very low. Seeds are most likely to germinate when there is oxygen and moisture at low temperature. And here look, shown the 4 test tubes. You can use 4 glass bottles. Look at that. A, wet cotton wool, all conditions are present and seeds germinates. And for B, no water is there, so cotton wool is dry and no germination takes place. And in case of C, oil, boiled, cooled water, lacking oxygen, so no germination takes place. Here in fridge, wet cotton wool, lacking suitable temperature, but some seeds germinates. So that's all for our today's class. In our next class, I'll discuss on dispersal of seeds. Till then, you please go through the chapter as we completed that part. You please go through it and try to understand all the chapters. It is very easy. Try read it carefully and try to understand. Okay? So, till then, bye.